So here we are, above 10,000 feet in the White Mountains of California. This is home to the world's oldest living trees, the Great Basin Bristlecone Pines. These are all bristlecone pines around me of varying ages, and we're exploring Schulman Grove in the hopes that we can find Methuselah, a tree that was dated by Edward Schulman in 1957 to be around 4,500 years old. So this is a bristlecone pine cone. You can see where it gets its name from, given all these little bristles all over it. And this is a fairly fresh one. If we tap it, we might be able to get a few more seeds to drop out. You can see one or two of them here. And from this tiny, tiny little seed, a tree that might live 4, 5, 6, 7,000 years might grow, like some of the ones surrounding us here. So we spent a few hours yesterday evening looking for Methuselah, without success, although it was an absolutely lovely walk. So we've come back this morning to have another look. We're going down a different trail today. I'm more confident that we'll be able to find her. My suspicion is that she's on this hillside down here below us somewhere. Let's see if we can find her. Contrary to what you might expect, success of the bristlecone pines is really down to the environment that they're growing in, which is extremely arid, very poor quality soil, and they're essentially growing right on top of this sedimentary rock that was once the bed of an ancient ocean millions of years ago. Now, over time, we tend to get a lot of soil erosion, and you can see a good example of that here. When this tree grew, the original soil level would have probably covered all of these roots and would have been around here. Scientists reckon that around 1 foot of soil erosion occurs every 1,000 years. Eventually, the soil erosion will become so severe that the tree will eventually topple over, like this example down here that's laying on its side. You can see the root system is now sticking up in the air. So I think that this is Methuselah, 4,850 years old. It's probably not the oldest living tree in the world, because I'm sure that there are some out there that haven't been cored and we haven't tested, but that is the oldest known living tree on planet Earth. So you might think that this tree is quite small, it doesn't look that impressive, but in fact that's the secret to its success. Because it's growing in such arid, dry, poor conditions, the growth rate is so slow, and the wood that it produces is so dense and resinous that it's resistant to disease, pests, fire and other things which could potentially kill the tree. Because of this slow growth, it's been able to reach this absolutely amazing age. So, just to contextualise how old this tree is, this tree was here, growing, well established, when the ancient Egyptians were finishing construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza. And it's still here. How many summers and winters has it seen? And how many more will it see? That's partially going to be down to how we behave as humans. So, they don't advertise which tree is Methuselah, for obvious reasons, because the oldest tree on Earth is likely to attract vandalism, etc. And I'll be equally vague about its location. This, as far as we can tell based on photographs and research, is the tree that Dr. Schulman identified in 1957 as Methuselah.